Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be a short, gentle, invigorating practice. You may want a couple of blocks for the practice and a blanket, yoga blanket, or you could use a towel if you don't have a yoga blanket. Gather your things, come join me on the mat, and we will begin in standing today. So come into your Tadasana mountain pose. Take your feet about hip width distance. Root down through the ball under the big toe, ball under the little toe, the center of your heel for a moment. Lift up all of your toes, spread your toes, hug the inner legs, lower legs towards each other. Begin to feel that turn on through the upper inner thighs. Gently rotate the inner thighs back. Find some space through the low back and the sacrum. Relax the toes down. Root down through the feet, down through the legs, rooting from the waist down, and then lifting from the waist up, finding length up through the side body, up through the crown of the head, and bring your palms together at your heart. If it feels okay for you, close your eyes for a moment. And just allow yourself to arrive. Check in. Notice yourself. How are you feeling today? How does your body feel, your mind? Notice any thoughts floating through, any feelings, emotions, sensations. How does your breath feel? How does your energy feel? No judgment, just getting this baseline starting point. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through this practice. Begin to flutter the eyes open, release the arms down. We'll bring in some breath of joy to get us going here. So you can keep the knees soft. We'll take a 3-part inhalation, sipping the breath in, and then we'll bring the arms forward on the first sip of air, bring the arms out to the sides with the next sip of air, lift the arms all the way up with that final sip of your inhalation, and then with your exhalation, knees soft, fold yourself forward, release the arms and let yourself fold in. You can make a big or a little noise as you sigh or roar the breath out. So let's do this together. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Exhale, let it out. Bring it back up. Inhale. Inhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, sigh it all out. Fold it forward. Bring it up again. Inhale, arms forward. Inhale, arms out to the sides. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold it in. Couple more, your breath. One more. Bring yourself back up to your starting point in your mountain pose Tadasana. Palms together at the heart, rooting down through the legs, lifting up through the crown of the head. And then release the arms down, soften the knees, begin to sway yourself from side to side. Let the arms float along the sides. And then bring yourself back to center. Turn to face the top of your mat. Now we'll step the right foot back, coming onto ball of the right foot. And as you do, reach the arms up. Release the arms down, step that right foot forward. Other side, we'll step left foot back, come onto ball of that left foot. Reach the arms up. Release it down. Other side again, right foot steps back, arms reach. Release it down. Once more, other side. Left foot steps back, arms reach up. Left foot comes forward, arms come down, grab one of your blocks. We'll tuck the block in between our thighs. Rooting down through the feet. You feel the action of the block hugging in with the inner thighs, beginning to turn on those inner legs, beginning to engage through that pelvic floor, lifting the belly in and up. Let's reach the arms all the way up. palms together overhead. Bend the elbows, drop the hands back behind the head. Lift up the heart, lift up the elbows. Maybe you shift the gaze up just a little bit. And then arms reach back up. You can keep the block where it is. Sit yourself back in chair. Reach your arms forward. Take hands to the front of your thighs. Then we'll inhale, lift the heart up, finding a cow pose here. Exhale, press into the thighs, round through the back, chin to the chest. Move through this a few more times. And bring yourself back to chair, arms reach forward. And now you can remove the block. Sit yourself back in your chair, arms sweeping forward again. And then we'll sweep the arms back. Fold yourself a little bit forward, and then bring it forward. Sit back in your chair, arms sweep forward and up. Fold yourself in, arms sweep back. Bring it forward, arms sweep up, and then lift yourself all the way up to stand. And then we'll bend the knees, arms sweep back, fold in, lift it up, arms come all the way up. Fold it in again, arms sweep back. We'll bring it forward again. This time you just rise all the way up to the feet, or maybe the balls of the feet, or give yourself a little hop and then bring it back. Hop it up, bring it back. Once more, hop it up, and we'll bring it back. Bring yourself back up to stand. Sweep the arms around and up. Palms come together. Fold yourself in. Hands to the mat. Let's step it back into a down dog. And pedal your legs out or find any movement that you like here. And then roll up on the balls of the feet. Press the heels towards the mat. Bend your knees, crouch yourself down. And then glide the hips up and back. Downward dog. Bend the knees, crouch it down. Press into the feet, hug in through the legs. Roll yourself forward, finding a plank. And then lift the hips up and back. Bring it back into your downward dog. Bend the knees, crouch it down, roll it forward into plank. Glide the hips up and back, down dog. Again, one more time, crouch it down, roll it forward, find your plank. And then back up into your downward dog. Bend the knees and crouch down. Send your right leg up for a three-legged dog. We'll bend that knee, draw it underneath the chest, bring that knee forward, core plank, and then step that right foot through to the right thumb. Drop left knee to the mat. Press down into the feet. Begin to lift yourself up. Reach the arms up, finding a low lunge. Palms together overhead, bend the elbows, drop hands back behind the head, lift up through your heart. And then hands come down to the mat. Pick up that back knee. So bringing yourself into a high lunge stance, hands down on the mat. Lower that knee down, reach the arms back up, low lunge. And again, hands come down to the mat, lift up that back knee, hug the right hip back. Drop that left knee to the mat again, reach arms up. And then hands come down to the mat. Now step yourself back into downward dog. Crouch yourself down. Now send left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, shift yourself forward to your core plank and step left foot through. We'll drop right knee to the mat. Hugging that left hip back, squeezing in through inner legs, lift yourself up. Arms reach up. Low lunge. Palms together overhead, bend elbows, elbows reach up, heart lifts, lay the head back, and then hug in through the belly, reach arms back up. Hands come down to the mat, pick that back knee up. We'll lower that back knee down to the mat, reach the arms up, low lunge, and again, hands come forward, lift up that back knee. Let's do it again, drop that back knee down, arms reach up, and then hands come back down, lift up that back knee. Lower it down last time, arms reach up. Hands to the mat, and we'll step it back into downward dog. Lower your knees down to the mat. Lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Take the forearms to the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Root down through your finger pads, through the tops of your feet, down through your pubic bone. Magnetize the hands and the forearms back towards the back of the mat as you pull the heart forward. And then release that. Let's take hands underneath shoulders, elbows hugging in towards rib cage. Lift up your heart, baby cobra, and release it back down. Again, lift up the heart, baby cobra. Release yourself back down. Let's do it again. Heart lifts. Stay here with your baby cobra, or maybe press into the hands. Lift the heart a little bit higher for a full cobra. Lower yourself back down. Press yourself up into a table. Let's extend that right leg back, hip level-ish. Root into the right fingers and reach that left arm forward, and then hold here, or we'll bend that back knee. Reach back for that right foot with the left hand, pull the foot in, and then press it out into the hand behind you. Release. Come back through your cat balance. Left arm moves forward, right leg moves back, and then release down to the mat. Other side, let's send left leg back. Reach forward, right arm, hold here, or we bend that back knee. Pull that foot in with the opposite hand and press it out into the hand. And then release. Come back through your cat balance. Release the hand. Bring yourself back to sit on your heels for a moment. Grab your 2 blocks. If you've got them. We'll take the 2 blocks side by side on the low height up towards top of your mat. Grab your yoga blanket. We will put it over the blocks to give the blocks a little bit of a cush. And then we'll come down onto our belly again. Bring the bottom of the rib cage up onto the blanket block situation. Take fingers out in front of you to top of the mat. Press down into the fingers and lift the heart up. And then we'll take left hand to the top of the mat, bend that right knee, draw that foot in towards your bum, reach back with the right hand. If the foot is available, pull it in, and then press it out into the hand behind you. You could use a strap here if you can't quite reach that back foot, or you could just act as if. And then release. Right hand comes to top of the mat. Let's bend that left knee. Draw that foot in towards your bum. Hold it here or reach back with that left hand. Pull that foot in. And then release. Now let's take fingers to the mat. Bend both knees. Draw the feet up towards your bum. Press into your fingers. Lift your heart up. And then keep it here. This could be enough. Or, again, if it's available or accessible, you can reach back, grab a hold of the feet, and then press the feet into the hands. Finding bow pose. Little bow modification here using our yoga props. And then release that. Take hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back. We'll take it into child's pose. Bring the knees together for this one. So you get some release through the whole back, the spine. And then let's take it forward again. Bring the bottom of the rib cage up onto your block blankets. And then again, let's take hands in front, lift up through the heart. Bend the knees, draw feet up towards your bum, hold it here, or reach back with the hands. Press the feet into the hands. Lift the thighs, lift the heart, smile. And then release. release. Hands underneath shoulders. Send yourself back into child's pose, knees together. Fold yourself in, make a little pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead there. Bring yourself back up to sit on your heels. Let's take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. You can close your eyes again for a moment and check in. Come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with ourselves. Blink the eyes open, release the hands down. And that's it for today. Just a quick little blast to get you going, get you moving, get the blood pumping, the lymph flowing, the prana moving. Hope it helped. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.